What's going on, everybody? It's Letitia with Barefoot Gardening. It is a beautiful day, y'all. This is the day after the frost. That weird, unexpected frost that we got in the middle of May. I cannot believe it. But, it's chilly. Wait a minute. I thought it was going to be a little bit warmer once I got in the sun. Do I want to go get a coat on? Yeah, it's still pretty chilly outside. It's like in the upper 50s. Yeah, give me 1 second. It's so pretty though. It's so pretty though. After all that rain we got yesterday, and then it had a nerve to freeze, honey. Let me go in and get this coat, and I'll be right back. Okay, peeps. Let's walk on over here, and let me show you what I've done. Everything seemed to be okay after the frost. I uncovered my fruit trees. Everything looks fine. Brought the, other plants out. I'll show you all that. I need to go in the backyard and uncover them potatoes. It's not gonna hurt them, but it's still fairly cold. So let me show y'all what I've done today. In about an hour I got this done, and I'm proud of myself. Okay, so here's the pail of compost, right? I got to go get some peat moss because I do want to mix that compost with some peat moss and vermiculite for my containers. So I'm so proud of this. I just love the way it looks. My initial thought when I bought the straw bales was to do condition them and grow food in the straw bales, because I've seen this all over YouTube. People rave about it, and then I was like, I don't know. I like growing in the ground. I like container gardening. I still may do the straw bale one day, but just not right now. What is my biggest battle right now in the garden? And the season hasn't even started. And that's weeds, y'all. Weeds are just a pest. It's a pain. It just drives me nuts. And I do the best that I can with what I got. But I'm not good at keeping up with weeding. And so whatever I can do to keep the weeding down would be great. So I purchased 2 straw bales, and they were $7 each, which I'm not excited about, but it is what it is. And I'm probably gonna get 2 or 3 more, and I might go to the country to get these because, honey, the city be they be upcharging. Okay, now there is a difference between straw and hay. Straw is actually leftovers from when farmers harvest wheat from the fields, and there could be some other things in there like oats and wheat. Let's see, wheat, oats, and is it barley? I might have made that up, but I do know the wheat. I do know that. And then hay is grass and everything else that was out in a field. They cut the field down, right? And then let the grass cuttings dry, and then went and baled it up, okay? And so that's what hay is. So there could be tons and tons and tons and tons of seeds in this hay bale. I don't want that, because if there's seeds, there's weeds, all kinds of stuff. I don't want it, right? Now, I did hear that the straw bales may still have seed in them, and I may get some weeds, but it's definitely not as bad as the hay bales, and I don't want that. So, anywho, without further ado, let me show you my in-ground tomato cattapanel trellis, and how I'm going to pray and hope to God that I'll fight against weeds. Now, before I show y'all, oh, look at the pretty bird. Before I show y'all, and yes, they have been like storming this area since I did what I did. I'm gonna show y'all in a second. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Okay, now I remember. So I laid cardboard down. I had coffee grounds. I had food scraps. I had cardboard, paper, all this stuff down to get the weeds. you know, the leaves, dump tons of leaves. And y'all know, over time, the wind blows and all this other stuff. So, dang, I didn't want to show you. Now I done messed it up. I'm trying to follow this bird. So anyway, in order to help with the weeds, hello, Mr. Motorcycle, I laid down the straw bales. This is what it looks like. Now, that might look like a complete mess because I'm not done yet. So I have to rake up this stuff right here. Number one, I don't want it to go to waste, but number two, I kind of want to frame it out. Like, I love the way that looks right there. That line, you know what I'm saying, between the hay and the grass. But here's my attempt of, you know, controlling the weeds. I absolutely love the way this looks. Let me show y'all from a different angle. Look at that. Doesn't that look so cool? I think it looks fantastic. Now, I did put, I had 2 straw bales, and y'all see there's one left, like maybe a little over half of one, because I put it on thick. Okay, I don't know if you have to do it this thick, but I did because I just don't want the weeds coming up. Okay, and then in the middle, I just put a little compost down to hold the cardboard down. But I'm gonna, again, I just want that soil. I don't know if you absolutely have to, but I am deciding to go ahead, and when I'm mixing everything up, my soil up, to do it all the same way and get everybody the same thing. So I'm not going to just lay compost down, because as I'm scooping it out and stuff, y'all, it compacts a lot. So it's like pretty much fully broken down compost. There's no wood chips or pieces of wood or anything in it. So it compacts. So I am going to mix it with peat moss and some vermiculite. But this will not only help with the weeds, it will keep the moisture in. Okay, so when I get ready to plant these tomatoes, I won't have to water as much. Again, with the weeds, I'm just excited. But if y'all can see, let me give you an angle from the ground, because this layer is thick. Okay, I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's pretty thick. So I can walk on this and not disturb anything. The weeds are going to be kept down. You know, I can lean down on this and on my knees, and it's not going to hurt my knees. I'm excited about that if I need to. But this is dope. And I'm going to use some of this straw, sorry. I'm going to use some of this straw to also cover up my plants. So once I get them planted in, I'll use some to mulch around them. And you know, I may find that this is like way thicker than what I really needed, and use some of the hay somewhere else. So, sorry, it's not hay. I'm from the country and I'm so used to saying hay. It's straw, okay? Yep, it's straw. It's not hay. Y'all see that? So again, I absolutely love the way this looks. I'm excited about it. And you know, it's a beautiful day. People have been driving by, and like a lot more than usual, waving, you know, and I don't know, maybe they're just like, oh, okay, she ain't playing. Or maybe some neighbors that are driving by is like figuring out what I'm doing. They're like, oh, okay, because honey, they, you know, I'm sure they've been looking over here like, what in the Sam heck are these people doing? But yeah, it looks great. I love it, and I can't wait to plant my tomatoes. So everything is looking good. I put these guys in the shed. Some of them may need a little water, but yeah, the shed helped save a lot of my plant starts. So everything looks dandy. There's some of my potatoes that I need to add some compost to. So I'm gonna do that. So if y'all remember last year, this is where I put my okra, and this is where they will go again this year. So I took the hoe, the garden tool, and you know, tilled up the soil over here, so it's in the native soil, but I also added some compost that I got over there, to the soil. It looks great. So I will be, last year I didn't do this, but I think I'm gonna do it this year. I'm gonna soak my okra seeds for a few hours before I plant them. But I think last year I had 5 or 6 plants here, and I'm gonna try to do 7, because my husband said I cannot take up any more of the yard space with okra plants. He was like, heck no. All that okra we had, we still got okra in the refrigerator. So he was like, yeah, that's not happening. You're not doing that. All right, Diva, this is for you. Yeah, there's some poke. Y'all see that? If nobody's familiar with poke, people eat this a lot in the country, but all over the world they love it. I don't want it. So what I'm going to do is, these plants are all over my yard. They always come back up here, and this is where the plants were last year and the seed dropped. But I'm going to collect the seeds this year. I'm going to do I'm going to really try to get that done and put them on eBay or social media, some type of social media platform, because people love to buy poke seeds. So Diva Jones 03, this is for you. I'm out, y'all. Love ya. Bye.